Bonjour.
No. Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
No. If you're asking me the question, did I receive the call to tell me the good news that I can have my external hard disk and all it's repaired and all of that? Or if I received a bad call telling me that it's over, I'm never gonna have it back. No, I didn't receive it, and clearly at this hour I have the impression that I can stop, to wait for today, to have news about it. Let's hope that I'm gonna have news about it tomorrow. He told me it's 3 days at least, the repair guy. Clearly, I gave him the thing yesterday. Why am I expecting to have news today? Maybe because I believe into my luck, I have faith. Maybe also because I was so desperate and I was really into a crisis, into one of my hypersensitive crises, meaning that, when I'm into a crisis, I can't handle my emotions and I'm just crying. It's just the only way that my body, my brain, my heart find to express emotions, and I'm overwhelmed by a ton of emotions at the same time, and I have a ton of thoughts at the same time. It's exhausting, really, mentally, emotionally, it's exhausting. So clearly, when I gave him the drive, I was still into the crisis, really, my crisis lasted for the entire day. It was exhausting, I'm still feeling a little exhausted by it. So clearly, talking to him, giving it to him, I was crying. So I was like, maybe it's gonna be sad for me, he's gonna see how much I'm desperate and he's gonna work on it quicker than usually, maybe. Oh, we'll see. No matter what, I didn't have any news. I'm not gonna have any news, I don't think so. But again, positive thoughts, positive attitudes. I'm putting the sound, for my phone right now. Maybe they're gonna call me during this episode, during this video. Maybe it's gonna happen. Again, to visualize positive things, to think that positive things are gonna happen. It's bringing you positivity, it's bringing you joyful thoughts, and a good mood. And also, it's attracting positivity. You have to trust your good luck, your little star, somewhere there is a little star for me. And when it happened yesterday, I was like, that's it, I'm tired. I consider myself, as a nice person, as someone who is nice with people and who has an open heart, and a big heart. I'm helping people, not only people that I love, but also people around me, my neighbors. I consider myself as someone great. I'm respecting the rules, when I'm driving, when I'm doing stuff and all. I'm considering that I'm doing the job right, at being a good person. At respecting the rules in life, in our societies, with human beings, and I'm not cheating with things, I'm doing everything legal, and I'm doing things great in life. And it's really also because I believe in karma, and I believe that karma is a bitch, and if you're doing something wrong, something bad is gonna happen to you. But something which should happen, with karma, it's really if you're doing something great is gonna happen to you. It has been my entire life that I'm waiting for it. That I'm waiting for that something good to happen to me because I'm doing good things. I'm waiting. At some point, karma has to reward me for being a good person. And yes, I'm gonna continue to be a good person, to be nice with people and all, just because I don't see the point of being someone bad, of doing bad stuff, illegal stuff and all. And also because I believe in karma, and I believe that at some point good things are gonna happen to me, and no matter what, my life is a good thing. I have a roof upon my head, I have people that I love, I have a family, you know, I have friends, I have stuff in my fridge, even if not that much these last weeks, you know, but still I can eat, I can drink, I can live, you know, freely into my life, you know, like again, you have to think about the entire world, about the chance that you have, and all. A roof upon my head, people that I love, I'm into a good health, I can drink, I can eat, that's all. Really, that's all that I want into my life, that I need into my life. I'm not someone, you know, who has big dreams and all, like, I just need that, I just want that. So please, life, karma, just give me that, but really, just that. Not the big issues, you know, like, poor. Stop. I didn't say hi, I think at the beginning of this intro. You know, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Vinland Saga season 1, episode 19. I just watched the episode 18, in which, you know, during the intro I told you about all of the issues that I had with my external hard drive, you know, thing, and how much it impacted me, and how much it can impact also the future days, the future videos, and maybe my mood watching this video and all of that. Clearly I needed Vinland Saga to be not fun, like I'm not watching this anime to have a lot of fun. It's good, it's really good, I love it, but I'm not having fun watching it. But at least to not make me cry today, I had some little tears during the previous episode when Ragnar appeared to Canute and they talked together, they said goodbye to each other, and particularly when he said, "Here, Canute." Canute said that he would have loved to be Ragnar's son. For sure you had me a little during that moment. We had a good parallel between Canute and Thorfin, both of them remembering their dads, their dead dads, in a way. Thorfin, you know, fighting with Thorkell, and Thorkell was a lot to tell him about Thors, and I'm really waiting for it because I want to know more about Thors, about what happened to him, why did he leave, you know, what happened right there, and also their friendship, how it was. So it can be interesting to learn more about that maybe during this episode. And the previous episode, it was really also for Canute to open his eyes about life. For him it was mostly the religious aspect of life, about the fact that people are fighting for reasons who are really not meaningful, you know, for him, according to him and his religion. The fact that they are like that human beings, they are like that because they were experts, you know, from paradise because of the original sin with the apple and all of that. I'm not gonna tell you the story again. For him it was because of a religious aspect, and he's saying that he wants to build now a new paradise and that he's gonna do it because he's the king, and we can see that thinking about all of that gave him strength, and now he has a real character, you know, he's giving orders and stuff like that. I love to see him growing up and changing. The fact that it's for a religious reason, I can see why, I understand his logic, why not? What I don't want, it's for him, you know, to use religion, you know, to explain a lot of things and to justify maybe his future actions. And again, someone who is saying that he wants to change the world according to his religion, and he wants to build his paradise, his version of the paradise. Into shows, movies, animes, books, we had a lot of proof that it was not okay to do things like that. In real life, you know, into history and maybe some present time, we know also that it's not good to think like that, like you're that close to becoming a dictator, Canute, you know, by thinking like that and by doing things and all in a weird way. Like I said in the review of the previous episode, he's now, you know, in front of two roads, according to the really next decisions that he's gonna take, he's gonna go on the dictator path or the good king path. We'll see. I'm counting a little on Thorfinn to be there to remind him to not become an asshole. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have this episode earlier, we have 4 episodes of advance on my Patreon, meaning 2 weeks of advance. It's really a lot. And you have longer reaction part, extended ones, or sometimes the full reaction part for the big episodes. And for Vinland Saga, I put a lot of full reaction part, really. That's advantages, you know, to be that much in advance, to have really longer reaction part that I'm giving you on my Patreon, to encourage you to join me on my Patreon if you want and if you can support me. It can be really appreciated and useful, as you understood, you know, with the beginning of this intro. So if you want and if you can, join me on my Patreon and you're gonna have these advantages. That's something that I want to give you in exchange of your support. Let's go for this episode. No tears. Please. He's gonna put it back in place. An entire memory episode? Okay, he gave her. Okay. We knew that. You didn't, but we knew it. You're related? Your grand-uncle? You say after that? They had a funeral for him? Don't you recognize him? He knows. You let him go, Thorkell. You know, for a warrior like him to accept for Thors to run away? For good. Ah, for sure, for Thorkell, for you to say that you understand now what a true warrior is when he considers himself as a true warrior. It's against everything that he thought before, he can't understand. But surely after this discussion, he thought of it a lot. A real warrior doesn't need a sword. Oh, Askeladd, you taking care of Thorfin? He knows how to tease you, and you're clearly so easy to tease. Ah. He's not just doing that for you, he's doing that for himself also. Not like you, Askeladd? For the revenge. It's insane. So the two of you can survive so he can kill you. I knew you fought with them! With Thorkell, with Thors! Ah! You had him? Did you really take one of his eyes? No. Thorkell is not gonna accept it. He took you 2 fingers, he took you 1 eye, and I'm pretty sure that you're impressed by him. You coming right there, giving an order. It's so not you to talk to everyone and to give orders. You switched. That's not what he wanted. Did he lose that duel or not? He lost that part of the duel, but if the duel would have continued normally, maybe not. You lost a knife. Ah. For Canute. You understood that? Did you know it or did you understand it right now? No matter what? Maybe it's gonna be better for you to bring his head? No, not officially. He can't accept that officially. Oh! He's old and weak, so why not? But you're not really a warrior for now, Canute. Thors. Someone who knows what he has to do, who believes into something, but it's not really the same thing. Huh? I see. Yes, you don't care about being loyal to the king or not. Askeladd, it's turning great for you. You're alive, you're with the prince. It's what you wanted. And it's how also you wanted things to turn, you know, for Canute to change like that. Or telling the truth and I'm sorry, his face. A real one, a loyal one. This This episode, guys, everything is turning well, and for all characters, if we are not considering that losing an eye is something bad. I mean by that the duel between Thorfin and Thorkell is happening. Askeladd is helping Thorfin. Thorfin is accepting that help. And both of them are like, we need to do it because we need to survive. And these two are saying that they are gonna do it because at some point they want to have their duel, so to kill each other. They're so crazy, but I love them. No matter what, because of that, because of these two associating each other, Thorfinn managed to win during a moment, you know, to have Thorkell on the floor, to take out, to destroy one of his eyes. Like that's it, you took 2 fingers and you took 1 eye, Thorfinn. And Thors is not even mad, you know, he's not gonna want to kill you. He considers that you won that fight. When for me, clearly, I was like, nah, if we would have let that fight continue, you know, after that action, maybe not, like we can't know for sure. For sure, during that moment, Thorfinn was winning, but the other ones intervened, like we can't know. I'm sorry, but we can't know. Thorkell wouldn't have gave up, you know, just like that, just after that moment, just because he lost 1 eye. Do you understand what I mean? But for Thorkell, he lost, he's accepting it, he's keeping his promise to release Thorfinn, to release Askeladd. Canute is coming, he's talking to all of these guys. When you know earlier he had trouble just to talk with one person, he's talking to everyone. He's giving orders. Like really? I understand that during the previous episode he had one big reveal about the situation because of his faith, of his religion, because, you know, he saw the world differently and now he has a purpose in life and he knows what he has to do. I understand that. But really the switch is really quick, and to see him being like that, I'm like, okay! Suddenly you have balls. He's facing Thorkell and he's saying to Thorkell, okay, I'm gonna follow you. You want to give me to the king? Turns out that the king is not one of my fans, and in fact he wanted to kill me. I'm wondering, he didn't know that before, you know. I'm pretty sure that when Ragnar said that to Askeladd, it was implied that Canute didn't know that truth. Maybe he understood it right there. Or maybe he truly knew it before, I'm not sure, but it's not that important to know when he learns the truth. No matter what, Thorkell was screwed, like also Askeladd was screwed. To bring Canute to the king, it's like to bring something bad to him. To kill Canute for the king, in fact, it's not functioning because officially you're gonna be an enemy, you killed the prince. To not do anything, it's not good because officially you let the prince go, so for sure Thorkell was screwed. We know that Thorkell is not a loyal warrior, you know, he's fighting for the side that he prefers, when he prefers, he's just considering which fight can be the best, so I'm not surprised for him to switch like that. He's choosing to follow Canute because he knows that he's screwed if he's not doing it, and also because he wants to be a part of that fight. That's cool. Askeladd is choosing to follow Canute. Him, it's really because he believes into Canute, because he needs Canute also for what he wants. And yes, he was the first one, in fact, to follow him because also, you know, he said to Ragnar, I need to kill you for the kid to grow up, and in fact, all of what happened proved that he was right. By killing Ragnar, Canute saw the truth about his background, about his present, and about his future. So he's doing all of that, and really Askeladd lost thing during that moment. It was for me like Askeladd congratulating himself because he was right about things. I didn't think at all that he would set the truth to Canute about the fact that he killed Ragnar. But I think that it was also a choice that he made knowing how Canute would react and that he wouldn't kill him. Because he saw that Canute had that religious reveal about the fact that life is important and killing someone just like that, it's not meaningful, so you have to not kill Askeladd right there and to just make him your vassal forever, something like that. So okay, everyone is gonna go. They are allies now, like really Thorfin and Thorkell are gonna talk together, are gonna be allies, and oh no. After that duel, after taking 2 fingers, after taking 1 eye. Okay, for sure I want to talk about these memories that we had with Thors. The first one being when he disappeared from that battlefield. The fact that Thorkell thought that his friend died. No, that the guy who married his niece died. The fact that Thorkell and Thorfin are related, you know, his grand uncle. I didn't expect it. That's fun, that's cool even. And then second memory, we have Thorkell discovering that Thors is still alive, discovering that he wants to escape with Elgar. Seeing Thors with these eyes telling him, I know now what a true warrior is. And I said it during that moment, like, for Thorkell, really, he couldn't understand because he was his entire life a warrior. He had his entire life a conception of what a warrior is. So for Thors to tell him, I know now what a true warrior is, it's really like, what are you talking about? Like, you know nothing, I don't understand, but you seem sure of yourself. What happened? What do you mean? And I think that his entire life after that, he never understood what Thors meant, and he always wondered about it, and that's why he asked that question to Thorfin about the true warrior thing, and that's why he regrets that he didn't follow Thors to discover what it meant. And I think that for Thorkell, it's one of the main things about his life, and maybe it can explain also why during his entire life he was only searching for fights and to fight true warriors and all, because he wanted to understand what Thors understood, to see what he meant, and he never had that, he never understood that. One other memory that I appreciated, even if it was a really short one, it's that memory of Askeladd fighting with Thorkell, meaning and proving me that I was right to think that at some point Askeladd was fighting with Thors and Thorkell. And you know what Askeladd said to Thors just before killing him, saying that at some point Thors could have been the next leader? It really made me think that at some point Askeladd had that up, wanted that, and that he was disappointed that it never happened or something like that. And I always kept that idea on mind. I repeated it to you at multiple occasions, and I still believe it right now. And even more now that we know the truth about Askeladd, about, you know, who is truly his family, and also what his true purpose is for his country, you know, all of that. You know, his political interests, all of that. Cool, that was a cool episode. I didn't cry, right? I'm really like, come on, good job. Good job, you didn't cry today. Like really, I spent the entire day yesterday crying, and I was overwhelmed, too many emotions, I was exhausted. So really, I woke up this morning being like, positive mood, positive thoughts, safe place, stay into your apartment, stay with good things, do simple things, one by one, positive things, positive thoughts. My Hero Academia, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be cool. Vinland Saga, I'm not sure. So really, the fact that I did not cry today, I'm like, good job, good job. You did a good job today, and okay. One day without crying after one day of cries, like it's good, you don't know. But for someone like me, hypersensitive and all, it's really great. Again, hypersensitivity, it's not just a word that people are using just to say that suddenly they are sad. At least they shouldn't use it for that. It's not, you know, a trend also. Like, I see so many people using that word, you know, in our days. It's really annoying for people who are really suffering from it. Like me, I was diagnosed 5 years ago now of it, and clearly I have that in fact since I'm a kid. But I was never diagnosed, and it's more like I'm not hypersensitive since 5 years. No. My hypersensitivity was recognized and diagnosed 5 years ago. Really, for me, it's not a trend, it's not just a word, it's something also which was such a relief for me when I managed to put a word and to understand that my brain is not functioning like everyone, and that everything that I can feel, that I can think, which are happening into my mind, into my heart, into my body, can be explained in fact, and that it's a true thing, and that it was not just, you know, me being way too sad. No, it's more than that. It can be explained. It helped me so much to understand myself, to work on myself, and to also work to anticipate crises, to not have crises, to deal with them when I have them, to deal with the consequences of them, to really, it helped me so much into my life and all, to put a word on it and to understand what it meant. Truly, the real word, the real meaning, the real medical meaning, and all of the medical symptoms and all of the medical consequences and all, that really when people are using this word just like that, I want to punch them in the face like, it's making me mad, as you can understand. The end of this video was cut, so just to tell you, like I was telling you that I was hypersensitive, all of that, I was telling you that dealing with it on regular days, okay, with big issues like the one that I had yesterday, it was rough. So I was telling you all of that. I can't remember what I said after it. I remember that I said that I'm mad at people using that word just like that, just like it's a trend to be hypersensitive, and they don't know really all of what it meant and all, when for me it was such a relief when I discovered that I could put a word on what I was feeling, how I was functioning, how my brain really is functioning, like how I'm feeling stuff. Since I'm a kid, I had the impression that it was not normal and all, when in fact it's not like everyone, but it's normal and it's okay, it can be explained, and to find names, you know, to find words to explain it and to understand how it was and all, it helped me so much, and it was such a big reveal. And also with time I learned so much how to to deal with it and to anticipate crises and all that. Really, I'm mad at people using that word just like that because it's trendy right now. I told you also that I'm telling you all of that because maybe one day it can help one of you to understand how he or she is feeling, and if I can help someone, it's cool. And no matter what, everyone who is listening to that now can understand what truly someone hypersensitive is feeling and can recognize it for someone that they know, or also can be there to tell to someone to not use that word for no reason because it's really not helping people who are truly suffering from it. And that's it. I think that I said all of that, and then I told you that next time that I will see you it would be for another session, you know, and that surely I would have news about my external hard drive for that moment, and just wish me luck with that. That was all. That's it. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.